the lights flicker back to life inside the abandoned attraction. A place rebuilt from rumors, salvaged parts, and half-burnt memories. The sign outside barely hangs, promising thrills, but inside there is only silence that feels alive. Dust floats in the air as the doors creak open, and the security system hums like it remembers everything. The new night guard steps in, slower than expected, scanning every corner. The job seems simple on paper: monitor cameras, survive the night, report anything unusual. But the moment the door locks behind him, something feels wrong. The building is too quiet, like it's waiting. In another part of the building, hidden behind sealed walls, old wiring sparks faintly. A motion sensor blinks red. Something has moved. The guard sits at the security desk and powers up the system. The monitors come alive one by one, showing broken rooms, torn posters, and empty stages. One camera glitches hard, static swallowing the image before stabilizing again. For a second, there's a figure standing there, then it's gone. A recorded voice begins playing automatically, explaining the attraction's features, how everything is based on real events, how the horror is meant to feel authentic. The guard listens, uneasy. Authentic is not a comforting word here. Across town, she feels it. She hasn't stepped near that place in years, but something pulls her back. The nightmares never really stopped, but tonight they are louder, stronger, like a signal calling her. She grabs her jacket without thinking twice and heads out, knowing exactly where she's going even if she doesn't want to admit it. Back inside, the guard notices something new. A ventilation error flashes on the screen. He resets it, but it returns immediately. The air feels heavier now, harder to breathe. A noise echoes through the vents, not metal shifting, not air moving, something crawling. He switches cameras, focusing on the vent system. The feed flickers and there it is. A shape, tall, unnatural, twitching slightly like it's waking up after a long time. The guard freezes, staring as the figure slowly turns its head toward the camera. Then the feed cuts out. The building goes dark for a second before the backup lights kick in. Emergency mode. Red lights now pulse through the halls, turning everything into a nightmare. The entrance door suddenly rattles. She's there. She pounds on the door until it unlocks, stepping inside without hesitation. The moment she crosses the threshold, she feels it again, that presence, closer than ever. She finds the guard quickly, both of them shocked to see another living person in a place that feels completely dead. Words come fast, rushed, overlapping. Neither fully understands what's happening, but both know one thing. Something is hunting. The systems begin failing one by one. Cameras glitch out. Audio devices crackle with distorted whispers. The ventilation system shuts down entirely. The temperature drops sharply. Then the laughter starts. Not loud, not clear, just enough to crawl under the skin. They move together now, checking rooms manually. Every hallway feels longer than it should. Every shadow moves just a little too late. They find it near the old stage. Standing still, waiting. The suit looks burned, torn, barely holding together. But inside it, something is alive. Something aware. Its eyes glow faintly through the darkness, locking onto them instantly. Neither moves. The thing tilts its head, as if recognizing them. Then it steps forward. They run. The building becomes a maze of panic and desperation. Doors slam shut behind them. Systems fail completely. The only light comes from flickering emergency bulbs that barely hold on. They reach the security room again, locking themselves inside. The guard tries to reboot the system, hands shaking. She searches the room, looking for anything that can help. The recordings start playing again on their own, but this time the voice is different. Broken, distorted, almost like it's warning them instead of guiding them. The creature is outside now. They hear it breathing through the door. Slow, patient, waiting for them to make a mistake. The guard finally gets one camera working. It shows the hallway outside. The thing is standing there, staring directly at the door, not moving, not blinking, just waiting. She realizes something. It's not trying to break in. It's playing with them. The power begins to drain rapidly. The last few lights flicker harder. Time is running out. They have one chance. She remembers something from years ago. Fire. This place was built on what survived the last fire. But some things don't die that easily. Maybe they just need a stronger ending. They trigger the emergency override, pushing the system beyond its limits. Sparks fly from the control panel. The building begins to react violently. alarms screaming through every hall. Outside the door, the creature finally moves. It knows. The hallway camera shows it rushing forward, faster than anything should move in that broken body. The door starts to buckle. Inside, flames begin to spread. The guard hesitates, fear taking over, but she doesn't. She grabs him, forcing him toward the exit path as smoke fills the room. The door breaks open. The creature stands there, closer than ever. For a moment, everything stops. Then the fire surges between them. The heat pushes it back just enough. They run. Through burning halls, collapsing ceilings, and choking smoke, they fight their way out. The building screams as it falls apart, flames consuming everything piece by piece. They burst through the exit just as the structure begins to collapse behind them. Outside, they fall to the ground, gasping for air, watching the fire rise into the night sky. For a moment it feels over, the nightmare finally gone. But as the flames burn higher, something moves inside them. A silhouette. Still standing. Still watching. And then it disappears into the fire.